We're back with another episode.
I'll go to the girl who does my hair. I finally found one of my curly girl cuts here, that charges me $800, but I'm going to pay it because she doesn't fuck up my hair.
Of course.
And when I leave, my curls look beautiful when I leave.
Yeah.
They look hydrated and healthy and uniform.
Yeah, and then as soon as you go home and try to recreate that shit, it
never fucking works. Never, ever.
Fuck faces.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that shit.
So that's really... And then, so I'm going to Europe for the summer, and I'm like, I can't get, like...
Have you ever had braids before?
No.
Maybe you should get braids.
I know, you think?
You need to get knotless ones, though, because with your hair type... So knotless just basically... So you know how when Braids by Race used to do my hair, and I would have, like, the thicker, like, balls at the end? You don't need to get those.
Because my hair will break off.
No, it's not that it'll break off. I don't think you'll be able to manage that and get it in a ponytail because it's going to make your braids a little thicker. But if you were to get knotless, I think, especially for your first time, it'll be a lot easier to maintain.
If I get braids, I want blonde.
Okay, no.
Yeah. We're just going to dive into it.
I mean, they can hide your natural hair color within the blonde.
Well, I look like Nick Cannon in Drumline.
Nick Cannon in Drumline?
Yeah.
When did he have blonde hair?
No, just like the braid situation.
No, they're going to be long.
Yeah, that's just always my fear is like I'll look like Nick Cannon in Drumline. Or like that girl from Polar Express.
The one who's sitting there? Yeah. No, you won't look
I
like
saw
that.
some girl's braids on TikTok the other day. She looked hot. She went to the salon. She had like 5 Nigerians working on her head at one time.
So you see how thick the ball is there?
That's the knot?
That's the knot. I like the knots because my hair is thick, so I need the knots.
You need the knots to like snatch your
Yes,
shit.
because when you get knotless, you can see all the spaces in your ass, in your scalp, and I don't like that. So I be telling
you
Rachel,
just want me to have that.
No, I'm just saying because you have very thick hair, but it's easier to maintain because at the root they're not as thick, so it's easier to put it in a ponytail, a bun, and all that kind of stuff. It's easy for me to do my hair like this because I know what I'm doing, and I've always had braids, so it's easy for me. But for you, it's definitely.
I've always heard braids were a vacation move.
Yeah, you don't go on vacation with your real hair. Why would you do that? Especially not out of the country. No. You braid your hair up. Absolutely. That's why me and my sister, when we both went to Paris, we both had we braided our hair. We had braids, the same type of braids. My older sister, she just she had a sew-in, so she didn't have to worry about flat ironing her hair all the time.
What if I did a weave? We went full blonde bob.
No,
how fun would that be for the summer?
I just don't see you with blonde hair
because I've never done it.
Right, I don't think you should.
Who knows? We gotta switch it up. I'm going through something.
Okay. Well,
we are dream girls.
Okay, you ready?
Hi.
Me and my hair are ready. I'm going to just give this disclaimer before we start. For those that are watching the video, I know my hair looks crazy. Please be kind in the comments. Please remember, I just combed out my locks, not even a month ago. And so my hair doesn't know what to do. It's much longer than it's ever been. And I'm having a hard time maintaining it. So this is
I don't think you need to apologize. We're doing the best we can.
I'm not apologizing. I'm just explaining when they be like, why she look like the Cowardly Lion that's flat iron? I tried to flat I legit tried to flat iron minutes ago. Thank God I don't have like cameras in this room, but I tried to flat iron my hair and this is the result of flat ironing it. So again, Chaka Khan and Diana Ross's love child. Whatever. It's beautiful. I love my hair. Don't get me wrong.
But how do people get that hair that's like got all the volume, all the frizz, but it looks so like...
They have their hair trained.
Yeah, and I guess they have a hairdresser. Maybe if you had a hairdresser every day. Maybe you had glam.
I don't know if you've ever been to black hairdressers.
No.
First of all, they don't exist anymore.
Actually, I went once and they were mean to my mom, so we never went back.
Oh, because she's white, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing.
And that's on reverse racism.
But old women... Those are the hairdressers, like who actually did your hair, like they wash, blow dried. You got to wash and set, and it wasn't 2 different, prices for it. Mm-hmm. These people now just slap on lace fronts. They don't do hair for real, because you got to come wash, blow dried, trimmed, everything before you even get to.
I'm looking for someone to snatch my soul out my head through my neck. Like when they're blow drying that shit, I want to be like,
you want a Dominican blowout then?
Yeah.
I cried the first time I got that done.
Oh yeah, that's what I want.
I'll never do it again.
I want to be like, should I tell them to stop?
And I'm not tender-headed at all. You can't have hair like this and be tender-headed. But I've never been tender-headed. But
all the good things in life, right when you're about to say stop, it's over and it's great.
Listen, them Dominican blowouts. Whoo, Jesus, y'all got the hair for that shit. I do not.
Damn. I watched a TikTok, of course. What the fuck? My whole
I was gonna
life.
say you don't watch anything else but TikTok.
I know, they really got me. I watched a TikTok of this girl whose mom is a hairdresser from the Dominican Republic, and she was like, "Come with me to get my hair blown out," and I was like, "Damn, that shit looks like My favorite thing is just when you're done and you do the like, throw your head around, you feel the wind through your scalp.
Until you start sweating, and then you're like, fuck.
You just feel it curling up in the scalp.
It's the worst.
Getting big at the scalp.
Worst. And the thing is, it only costs like $35-$40, but you're just so pissed because you're like, I sat here for hours getting this shit blown out and flat ironed, and now this is the result. So as I was flat ironing my hair, it was poofing up, and I was like, maybe I should just stop.
That's the worst feeling. I'm just
gonna keep going. Yeah.
Hey, for some reason, don't know where it started, but I talked to my mom like I'm a 1940s cop.
I think everybody just has a special language with their parents.
And I'll be like, love you, toots.
Yeah.
Don't know where it started, but
yeah. I think everybody does that. I definitely have a secret language with my mom.
Isn't it cute? It's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah, because nobody understands it but
no
me.
one gets it.
But then now I've been replaced by my nephew, so it's fine.
Ooh, yeah, that's why I don't want kids. Well, I would bet probably all the money in my bank account today that as soon as I mother the child from my womb,
okay,
my mother will be like, all right, we've had our thing. It was fun. This is my new one. Oh, it's me and this one. We're going to rock it together.
I used to be my mom's screensaver until my sister had a baby, and then now she's replaced me with him.
Dude, I don't think my mother has ever had. Oh no, her screensaver is currently me. I was
going to say.
It's
only two of y'all.
I am mistaken.
She doesn't have to choose.
Yeah. He's her favorite for sure. She likes me more, but he likes her more, so that's her favorite. She's a Capricorn.
Well, I mean, you're the only girl, and then he's the only boy. Yeah. So versus me, it's three girls.
That's true. 3 against one.
Yeah.
But my brother, I've always been the one that's like, listen, when you get older, like we'll figure it out. We're gonna put you in a fun place. All the best that I can afford.
So you're already planning to put your mom somewhere.
I just know our personalities, and it's not.
But you know why that is though, right? Because this is not me saying this. She's an earth sign and I'm an air sign. No. White people traditionally put their parents in nursing homes. Black people don't. If we can help it, we don't do it. Crickets? Yeah. So.
Never and you know what? And not even that I grew up with older grandparents. Like, my mom had me when she was young, and her mom had her when she was a little younger. So I haven't had the, like, experience of old grandparents, and my great-grandparents passed when I was really young. So I never got... I think, though, my great-grandma was in a old folks home, though. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's always been that for me. I'm like, I'm going to send you away, and why wouldn't you want to be away? They have games. They got bingo. The drama is top tier.
My mom's grandmother, so my great-grandmother, my grandmother took care of her until she passed and was just her caregiver 24 hours. My dad's mom... the only reason why she was in a nursing home was because she had Alzheimer's. Oh. So I think it's like because Alzheimer's, taking care of a person with Alzheimer's is hard, and especially for many, and she lived to be 98.
That's a long time to live with Alzheimer's. That's a long time to keep reminding people what the fuck is up.
Exactly. And I mean, she got to a point where all she would do was just eat, and she didn't speak or anything like that, and she just became, just fetal basically, or infantile, I'll say. And but she was still fetal anyway, and then yeah, and then she passed away.
And it's funny because growing up, so I grew up with...
Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back to
it's so funny how we forget the cameras there half the time.
All the time. This is just me. Did I tell you how many people text me or DM me and they're like, oh, la, 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 you said this. I'm like, I said that when? They're on the pod. I said, that shit? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
My cousin legit texted me today and was like, scholarship straight to hell. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud. And I was like, huh? What happened? She's like, I'm quoting you from the podcast from last week.
We don't know what the fuck we're saying.
I was like, and I'm in the editing bay, but I'm like, I didn't even remember saying it. I was like, we don't remember shit
People
we say.
Will start conversations like they're, because I guess when you know someone personally and you listen to them and then you pick it up right where they're leaving off. Yeah. And that's not how this works over here on our side. But I grew up with predominantly brown people, Hispanic people, and all those motherfuckers, your grandparents live with you. All of them had grandparents that lived with them that they were taking care of if they couldn't take care of themselves. I loved that. I loved culturally how fun that was and having your grandparents in the house and the crazy shit they say and how they help you do things and learn things. Never a single time was I like, that's going to be me and my mom. I would move you right in with me, Mom. But here's the problem.
I think once you get to a certain age, you and your parent can hang out, but not live together. Like when I'm in town, like when my mom's here, she's hidden, basically. Like, she just does her thing, and she's always just like, is there anything I can help you do, like clean or whatever? And I'm like, why do you always want to come to everybody's house and clean up? Like, what the hell? Like, relax. You're supposed to be relaxed. It really is, if taking care of people. But then when I go home, I'm just like, okay, I'm going out, hanging out and stuff like that. I don't think I would have an issue with I definitely wouldn't have an issue with my mom living with me at all, because my sisters and I have already talked about this, because my mom's in her 70s, and not that we're planning on her to go anywhere, because she's not, but it's just like, we were like, okay, if God forbid that time came, who would take her? And so, my older sister was like, well, she's already in Florida, so, she'll come Makes here. And if we needed to trade off and stuff like that, and the financial part of it, like, we would all help financially and things of that nature. Because my dream, honestly, is to, like, have my house on my own land, build a little tiny house, like a granny pod, and put her there.
A mother-in-law suite?
Exactly.
There you go.
So she has her own space, like 800. I don't think she needs anything more than 800 square feet.
See, I would do that. We just can't share proximity.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no, we can't. My mom, first of all, she was young when she had me. That means, like, she gets the jokes. She can work a phone. She's with it. She knows my friends. She can hang out with me. But again, earth sign, air sign. She's very concrete. This is this and that is that. And I feel this way and that way. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. We just butt heads sometimes. And we do the best when we live apart, because then we just have that space.
Yeah.
No, but my brother's always been like, oh, when I get married and my wife moves in with me and mom, do you think da-da-da-da-da? And I'm like, okay, listen, you're going to have to move away from mom.
Yeah. Well, he's a mama's boy.
He's a mom. He loves that.
Yeah. But the thing is, too, I think that's one of the biggest things is, like, when you're an adult, you have to take that into consideration. And not saying that your parents expect you to take care of them when they get older, but I think it's kind of like an automatic. Well, at least it is for me and my siblings. It's like, obviously we didn't prepare and have any inkling that my dad was, going to pass or anything like that at such an early age for him. Well, I mean, he died at 72, but which is still young. Anyway.
Especially now, that's really young.
Especially when I'm almost 40. So, yeah.
Damn.
Shut up. You're almost starting. I still got 2 years. Thank you. I'm not there yet. Anyway, but yeah, I think, like, my sisters and I, me and my sister, we have always had those conversations. And I think, if that time were to ever come, we would have an amicable way of being able to handle it, because like, obviously I'm the medical person, but also too, all of us are all established in our careers. Mm-hmm. So, I think, not saying that it wouldn't be difficult, but, and it's only if, like, your parent is, like, debilitated or something like that, then that becomes a
girl, the second burden. She's in a wheelchair, to the home. I'm not transferring your ass. No.
See, that's your white side coming out.
Absolutely not. My back for your, this is not an eye for an eye situation. I will pay some very nice people, and I will visit you every single day.
Yeah.
You don't want to be she's a mover and a shaker. She doesn't want to be stuck. I can't box her in.
We keep trying to convince my mom, like, no, aren't you ready to move from South Florida? Like, aren't you ready to move? And she's just like, no. I'm like, okay.
Dude, okay, but here's my thing. Even at my age now, I'm like, a senior community would probably be so much fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's just a bunch of retired people slanging and banging.
It's probably high school all over again.
It's just like a return to high school, but then it's nostalgic and new again, because you haven't had... Like, think about your life as this, like... You peak in the drama, right? Everyone's hormonal and crazy and figuring out life.
You peak in the drama.
And then it kind of dips off, because, like, unless you go through some crazy rowdy divorce or something, or, like, you have an illegitimate child, things just kind of, you get your job established, your family established, you're just chilling.
True.
It gets a little boring. And then you got to go to a seniors community, and there's all these people again who are half are single, half are still married, some trauma stories. Everyone's got different personalities. Some are demented. I think it would be fun.
But I think for people who are natural introverts, it's like, is this where I'm coming to die?
Like, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not happy for everyone. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to say.
Yeah. So we know where you're going when you get older.
I would go now.
Oh, Jesus Lord.
Did you ever see the movie In Her Shoes?
No.
Cameron Diaz basically is like probably older 20s, 30s, and she's kind of just like doesn't have her life together, all these things. Well, she doesn't have anywhere to stay, so she goes to stay with her grandmother who lives in a retirement community.
I love that.
And she just like becomes friends with all these older people, and like of course all the old men are like, oh my god, she's so beautiful. Yeah, it's so cute.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, that's my vibe.
Now that we can get into the show.
Anyway, welcome back to this week's episode of the podcast. 15 minutes worth of us just having a conversation. I don't even know where that started.
Exactly.
That's why I'm on medication.
I cannot. How was your week this past week?
Y'all, last night was the first night in 13 days that I got to sleep in. Or I guess this morning was the first morning I got to sleep in. Hallelujah.
After I threatened her to sleep in.
She did. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. This was a disaster of my own making. this week was fine until it wasn't.
Okay.
That's what I got. Do you know,
Details?
You probably don't know because you're not an alcoholic, but there's nights
Neither
where
are you.
Neither am I.
How?
I'm not praying that over my life.
No. The blood of Jesus.
There's nights when you come home and you just can't. I can't be bothered. I'm not making myself a dinner. I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I don't have the ingredients. What I do have is a bottle opener and some wine.
Okay.
Pour myself a glass of wine, open a bag of chocolate chips. Literally, I'm have a handful of chocolate chips and a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking 20 years old. And I'm catching myself up on The Last of Us, which, by the way, no one told me that shit was so sad.
But
every episode I'm crying.
It gets better though.
I look up and I'm like, that sure is a dark brown spot
Jesus,
on my ceiling. And I think surely I would have noticed that.
Yeah.
Girl, a whole ass leak. Another leak. I just had a pipe burst. Now there's a leak in the house. I'm throwing the whole house away.
Home ownership is a trap.
No one told me it was going to be. Everyone was like, you're young, get a house. Oh, the economy, get a
Your
house.
mortgage would only be $900.
Exactly.
Fucking liars.
You're eating too much avocado toast. That's why you can't afford a house. I bought the fucking house. Thought I was like, oh my God, I feel so proud. I'm young and I'm single and I have a vagina and I bought this house on my own. Fucking, what can't she do? And then everything goes to shit. And I'm like, well, who the fuck? Where's my husband?
Yeah.
Or just, I don't know, someone with a penis around who knows anything about fucking pipes.
Yeah, no. Why is that on there? Oh, because I did the commercial thing. Take that off. I was
the condom on my microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the gold. Yeah. Now you can hear me.
Sounds so much better. Just throw it.
My voice still fucking sounds like this.
I think that's permanently how your voice is. Just throw it. No, throw it. Because you're going to play with that. Throw it. Thank you.
Okay. Anyway, I called my cousin. He's a plumber. We tried to problem solve over FaceTime.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure it out. There was no water upstairs. I looked through it because the leak is right below the AC and the guest bathroom. But there's no obvious leak. And I was a glass and a half of wine in.
So you're like,
I had worked a lot and I was like, listen. I said, what's the worst? Because I like to think in worst.
Stop saying that out loud, because what you're telling the universe is to show you the worst.
Because here's my issue. I'm flitty floaty, I'll be whatever, but I need to it gives me peace of mind if I can just be like, okay, at this point, worst case scenario, what could happen? And then I know if that's the worst, that is the worst possible thing. So as long as we can plan for that, we'll be good. So I said, what's the worst case scenario? And he says, worst case, you come down, ceiling's collapsed, we file it with insurance. And I was like, dope. There's nothing I can fucking do. I have insurance. The ceiling collapses. It fucking collapses. There's literally nothing I can do. True. It's 9:00 at night. So that's why it gives me peace of mind, because I can talk myself off the ledge instead of I get bad anxiety being like, well, what if this? What if this? What if this? So if someone just, bookends me the worst thing, I can talk myself back
I'm the
down.
one that'll just keep watching. Is it getting bigger? Is it getting bigger?
Yeah, I had to get up there and fucking pin mark. And so as of now, the possible, leak has not been dealt with.
Okay. Is it getting bigger or no?
It's not getting bigger. It's not growing. Sign. So I've calmed down. I'm letting go and letting God. I will. Yeah. This is just a problem for another day.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. But that was my week. I hate being a home. No, that's wrong. Yeah. I love owning my own home. I am very blessed, abundant in opportunity.
Home ownership is funny. It's fun when you're rich.
When you can afford for problems to happen.
Exactly. Because you don't prepare for 20 grand, 10 grand,
well, and he was
grand.
Like, the only way I can figure it out is if I cut up in the drywall. I said, up in my drywall? I don't know a lot, but that sounds like you're going to cut a fucking hole in my ceiling. Yeah.
Yes, you are. And you're going to have to replace it and then repaint it and retexture it depending on
And he was like, well, go ahead and mark on the wall because you're going to have to repaint it anyway.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all know this about me. I don't know if we talked about this. I hate painting.
I love painting.
I paid someone to paint my entire house because I painted one wall and I was like, I cannot do this.
I mean, I'll come and paint for you.
On the ceiling? That's hard.
Painting. No, it's not. I did my living room.
Ceiling?
I paint, the ceiling too.
You're hired.
Yeah, I'll do it. I love painting. Is relaxing to me. I love it.
I got paint in my eye. It was awful.
Plus, I love the smell of paint.
What?
I do.
What is wrong with you? That's eats your brain.
Okay, I don't paint all the time. It's like a treat. I get it once every other year.
Probably eats paint chips too.
No, no. I mean, I did want to eat chalk, but that's not regular chalk, gym chalk.
My
but anyway.
God. How was your week?
My week was actually long. It was very, very long. Y'all, here's the thing. Working sucks. And I am grateful for my job. I absolutely am. But I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to, this 9 to 5, like it sucks when you know that you have the capacity and the potential to do more, but God has you in this season of like, relax. Yeah. Like, I know it feels like you're stuck, but you're not stuck. Like this season of waiting, like Jesus, I didn't ask for this, and I don't really need you to do that. Because me and God talk like that. Me and like we homeboys. My relationship with God is very different. Because I think a lot of times, like the way I grew up, because I grew up in the traditional black church, and they made it seem like God was like this untouchable genie, and I'm like, well, if I'm serving him as a God, why can't he be relatable? So I'm like, Jesus, I don't think they telling the truth about you. So me and you gonna have candid conversation. I'd be like, Lord, why are you trying me like that, Lord? I'm not yelling at you. I'm just saying.
My voice just does that sometimes.
My voice just elevated, but I promise you I would never yell at you. That's blasphemous. I would never do that. But all I'm saying is, Jesus, I just need you to relax a little bit. Relax on me. I didn't sign up for this. I know I was singing songs. I didn't know what I was doing, but at the same time, I just need you to relax off me a little bit. Go to somebody else, and then you can come back. But I just need a break for at least another year. Just leave me alone. So yeah. But working sucks. Especially when you don't want to do it.
You know how in Europe and stuff, they get like 2 weeks of vacation? Like everyone takes their 2 weeks. You go off and you just don't think. Also, work is like, no one lives to work there. They work to live. And I think work and culture here is so toxic. Yeah, true. I truly think if everyone was allowed like 3 weeks of paid vacation, 2 weeks of paid vacation even, just to go and just decompress and chill and restart. Not that your job would be so much more bearable, but you'd be like, okay, listen, I'm doing this at this point to do, like, just a clear headspace to do the bullshit you have to do.
I think every 30 days, it should be mandatory for you to take a week off. Like, I'm serious. Yeah. Like, we're still having your weekends off, but I feel like it should be mandated by the government with pay that after every month, you have to take a week off.
Just give me unlimited PTO. If I'm doing my job, I deserve unlimited PTO.
Yeah. Just give me the unlimited PTO without doing my job.
So I want to work, but not at all.
Exactly. But it's the world, the cycle that we live in, unfortunately.
Maybe we should move. Did you see those motherfuckers in Paris are rioting in the streets because they're trying to take away their pensions or mess with their pensions?
Here's the thing, though, with pensions, right? 401ks are a scam. And I don't know, like, as I'm on this journey of financial literacy, 401ks are a scam because 401ks are the only type of mass system that people buy into where the rich can gamble your fucking money without your permission. And you just have to deal with it. Versus if you go get a life insurance policy or, you know, you do a Roth or something like that, then you can invest in something a little bit more safe versus the open fucking stock market. And then you look at places like Silicon Valley Bank that just went belly up, and it's just like, what the hell?
I just feel like we get fucked over all the time in terms of retirement and things like that. In France, the strikes are going on because they raised the retirement age, or they're trying to, from 62 to 64.
Insane.
And those people were like, abso-fucking-lutely not.
I would riot too, because you're not gonna play with me like that.
Can you imagine being 60, like 61 and a half?
You're there. You done bought the plates and the cups for your party. Then they're like, 2 more years.
Hold on to those.
I'm flipping all the tables over. I'm flipping them all over. No, you won't.
I can't imagine.
That's horrible. Well, even too, they were talking about, well, I know Wells Fargo, speaking of Silicon Valley, they had an issue over the weekend where people who were supposed to get their direct deposits on Friday woke up to a negative bank account.
Also, at this point, if you're still using Wells Fargo, I don't know what to tell you.
But people say that about Bank of America. Where else are you going to go? Like, what other bank can you... Everybody can't get USAA. Everybody can't get Navy Federal unless you know
There's
somebody in the military.
There's little mom and pop banks, aren't there?
Yeah, but I mean, if you travel somewhere and something happens to your bank account, you want to have a big chain where you can get something resolved. Well, you want to be able to
get your fucking paycheck, too.
Well, I mean, but then those places go belly up, too. So you're just like, you're screwed either way.
How are you a big bank? Like, that's why I hate economics and money. You're telling me that there's my money, but I can't have my money. And it's in my account, but nothing's really in my account.
No, because you have to share with everybody else.
So insane.
Yeah, because I've heard of people trying to get money out of the bank, like $10,000. They're like, no, we can only give you like $7,000 because we don't know who else is gonna come in for the rest of the day, and we don't have that much cash on hand. You're a bank.
Not my problem.
Here's the thing: Obama bailed y'all out. Where is all your money going? This is how you know
I know
banks
where
are
all
broke.
my money is. I'll tell you today. Went to Chick-fil-A. They scanned my card in the drive-thru. $25. I said, cool. Get to the window.
$25 at Chick-fil-A? God damn, what did you buy?
The fuck are you judging me for? I like Chick-fil-A. God damn. She came quick. What does it matter if I spend $25 at Chick-fil-A?
I was just like, damn, Chick-fil-A is that expensive. Well, you know what? Maybe because I only get a fry when I go because I'm vegetarian.
Yeah. First of all, I was buying for 2 people and I got dessert.
I was going to say,
none of your business.
Please tell me you were buying for 2 people. I'm like, $25 by yourself at Chick-fil-A?
And so what if it was?
I'm not judging, but I'm kind of judging.
I was quick too. God, this is why I hate
You were like,
here.
You don't need to judge. Sorry, my bad.
Anyway, they swiped my card for $25. I pulled up, and so I always tell them my real name, Alyssa. Yeah. It sounds like a lot of other names. Right. Melissa, Alicia, Alicia, I don't know. Larissa. She comes up, exactly.
I called my best friend that today. I was like, Larissa.
See, sounds like a lot of shit. Yeah. My mom didn't think about that when she named me. So she was like, Melissa? And so I'm automatically like, yeah, that's true. She's like, it says you didn't pay. I said, what do you mean it says I didn't pay? He took my card. He gave it back. It seems like paid to me. Yeah. And she's like, nope, didn't pay. I said, okay, here, take it. Swipe my card. It comes out. I look at my account. Sure did charge me $25 twice.
Ooh,
I was like, you got me fucked up. I paid for some bitch's order whose name was Melissa.
Yeah, and we not paying it for it.
They were separate fucking orders.
But they were both $25.
Put
my $25 back on there.
They sure did give me, I said,
damn, you should have sued. We could have got some money for the podcast.
I know, God damn it. But all that to say, I know exactly where my money is, and that's only $25.
You think you do. That's why I don't carry cash on me. Because that shit is invisible.
Oh, cash is like fake money.
It is. Because as soon as I get it, I'm just like, didn't I have a 20 in here? Oh, you know what? I did go
Well, and cash is like, it doesn't count because you already took it out of your bank account.
True.
So you don't see it. You're like, I'm spending free money. I just can't imagine waking up in the morning.
Thinking about so many things. I wish
y'all know the payday feeling where you wake up and you're like, oh, another day. And you're like, oh, shit, wait, I think I got paid today.
But especially if that's like your rent or mortgage check and you're just like.
Or your food money.
Yeah,
or for us young people, we're going out of town that day because we didn't really have money for it, but we planned it anyway because we knew the check was going to hit. Yeah, and then the check doesn't hit.
That's very.
You got me fucked up if you think you're going to play with my money like that.
And then you can't say, well, just stay calm. No, because people who I owe are not staying calm.
You can't call your mortgage person and be like,
no.
Well, or maybe you can. Can you call and be like, well, yeah, but they'll give my money?
They'll add it to the back end. Like you have to do like a forbearance and they'll add it to the back end of your loan.
Gross.
Yeah, because that's what people were doing during the pandemic. They were like, when they, people were getting laid off and couldn't pay their mortgage, they were asking for like to skip a payment. But they just put that on. They're not going to just do that out of the kindness of your heart. You're going to have to owe that shit either at the end of the year, depending on your terms and conditions, or at the end of your payment.
I hate this country. I don't hate this country. There are a lot of places to live.
I hate the economics of this country.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I tell you what I also hate, the fact that people keep trying to get rid of TikTok. Here's my conspiracy theory, and I think it's a lot of other people's conspiracy theory as well.
It's my only morsel of joy these days.
Well, here's the thing. You know how a lot of these politicians are coming out in support of trying to ban TikTok, but I think the reason why is simply because social media networks are now competing with TV networks. Because think about it. How often do you actually watch TV shows? You probably watch them maybe like once or twice during the week, but not when they actually release. You probably stream it more than likely.
Yeah, I'm a streamer.
Exactly.
I don't even have cable. You have cable?
Hell no. I got rid of cable like 5 years ago.
I use my mom's cable. I don't even have cable.
I don't even use that. I mean, because to me, I don't watch a whole lot of stuff. Like, I watch the shows that I want to watch, but not on the days they come out. Like Abbott, I watch Abbott on Thursdays, even though it comes out on Wednesdays. And now with all the streaming and stuff like that, I think a lot of TV networks are struggling to stay afloat because nobody's watching TV like that.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to work me like a dog,
yeah,
and make sure I'm out of the house from the hours of 6:30 to 6:30, then I'm going to watch the show when it's convenient for me.
Well, not only that, you make it accessible on streaming networks, which we love as society. We love that, being able to control how quickly and how much we can obtain at one time. But the convenience of it was the downfall of the television network.
I love convenience. It's my favorite thing about America.
Well, I mean, and I personally blame Netflix because Netflix came in as this new thing where, you went from Blockbuster to Redbox to then Netflix.
Was a vibe.
Exactly. But see, Blockbuster, the reason why it was so special is because They only offered movies. And then the Redbox did the same thing, but it was much cheaper.
Redbox was kind of ghetto though.
It was ghetto, but it was the new big thing that shut down.
It was more convenient than Blockbuster because it never closed.
Yeah, exactly. And you had an unlimited surplus versus when you went to Blockbuster, there was only 5 Lion Kings.
Is Redbox still available?
I have not seen a Redbox in
years.
Was
I don't know who came up with that shit, but during the time, that was a very smart business.
Probably move. Netflix, I think it was. Wasn't it Netflix? And then Netflix morphed into that? I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, Netflix used to mail you the movies. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then they switched to streaming.
But now Netflix has streaming with television as well too. So then you have Hulu who now creates stuff and all these other streaming sites. And then it's like, well, I can watch this when I want to, how I want to. I can rewind, pause, come back versus live TV. You have all these stupid commercials. People don't want commercials anymore. We know that that's a market.
Pay. That's how they make the money.
But because you created this monopoly of streaming, you've shot yourself in the foot in order to compete. And on top of that, you have a lot of these TV networks that keep the same formula. Keeping formulas work, right? But not in this generation where everybody keeps trying to reboot shit. And it's like, stop rebooting stuff and come up with originality. Like Abbott Elementary, like the Miss Pat Show, like Insecure. You know, like there's so many other different things. Like even though The Last of Us is an amazing series, if it's a game, it's already being done. People already know what's gonna happen. Who watch it now? People who like me, I don't play games like that.
I don't play games.
I don't play no game, but it's amazing. It's fascinating to me to watch this because I haven't seen it before. But you have a whole big audience out there that knows exactly what's gonna happen, and they're only watching it to critique how similar it is to the game.
I kind of like that return to one episode a week.
Yes, I think we need to go back to that.
Because I need to learn how to like pace myself.
Yeah.
When shit drops all at one time,
absolutely,
it's not good. So that's why I like that HBO still does one a week.
Yeah.
But now I'm used to the fucking stream. You can't take that away. Everyone's used to streaming shit. You cannot take that away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you can to a degree if you don't have competition. Because I mean, if you look at The Walking Dead was this huge groundswell of a TV show. And
never saw it.
You had I came into it like 3 seasons late, so it's okay.
How many seasons are there? A lot.
10.
Damn.
9 or 10.
You're just saying that.
No, I'm for real. 9 or 10 episodes. I mean, 9 or 10, 10 seasons. But I think we as a society, we consume
11, bitch.
Oh, see, I was closer.
God dang.
But I stopped watching after 8, so I don't even know what's going on.
Because how many? Like what? It's just zombies, right?
Yeah, but it's the storylines it's character development. It's the same thing with the Last of Us and all these other shows. It's just character development. But I think the problem is that you give us too much at one time. It's just like even with iPhones and Androids. Why is there a new iPhone coming out every single year? What is it different? What is it doing different? All you're doing is changing one little thing and then charging people $1,500. Well, then this is why people are like, when, for example, the Miss Pat Show came out, I binged it all in one day because that's just what I do. Because you can't give me 9 episodes and then just tell me, pace yourself. I'm not going to do that. But then people in the comments are like, all right, I'm ready for season 4. Wait a minute. Let season 3 marinate. She just dropped it last month. And you already like, we need 4, 5, 6, 7. She needs to sleep. The cast need to rest. God damn. But they're throwing, you're giving us too much too fast. That's why I appreciate Beyonce when she came out with her album, Renaissance. She's making y'all wait until the damn tour to give you the visuals.
You get what you get.
Yeah, and you're gonna pay for it because you know that when you pay for it, she's gonna give you amazing content. You just know it.
I just feel like there was this golden era where Netflix was putting out something literally once a month and everything was bang, boom, bop.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now everybody's putting out some kind of original. They're all most of the time subpar.
True.
Not great. But now I'm just like overwhelmed. I have, what is it called? Fatigue? Choice fatigue? Chains fatigue? Decision fatigue.
Okay.
It just took me a second. I'll get it there. I just got my Vyvanse cleared by my doctor and my insurance. Those motherfuckers. And how can you tell me that a medicine I've taken for 10 years that I don't need anymore? You don't know me and you don't know my brain. Stupid. Anyway.
Segue. All right.
I hate big pharma.
Yeah.
There's so much being thrown at you and it's all mediocre. It makes me not want to watch anything.
Exactly.
Because remember the days when it was like Stranger Things, Everything was so awesome, and now it's like, okay, well, here's this like shitty little show we made, and here's this other kind of show that may be good. I don't know.
Well, even that's what we were talking about before, like Yvette Lee Bowser. So Yvette Lee Bowser, you probably don't know who this is, and that's okay because you didn't grow up then. So Yvette Lee Bowser is an amazing creator, writer, executive producer. She's the one who created Living Single, which is my all-time favorite sitcom of all time.
Original Friends.
Yes, the original Friends, exactly. And it was based off her life, loosely based off her life.
Oh, cool.
And her husband's name in real life is Kyle, who plays the love interest across from the antagonist. You've never even watched an episode of Living Single, have you?
No.
The way you feel about me never seeing Harry Potter, an episode of Harry Potter or a movie of Harry Potter, is how I feel about you never seeing an episode of Living Single. That burns my britches. I don't like it.
I think I've tried, but I was like, no, maybe I haven't tried.
You have not. There's no way
it literally came up before I was born.
I know, but you have to go back and watch it.
Okay. You know what? That will be my new show. I will watch Living Single.
You need to. So she recently got, Yvette Lee Bowser just got honored after like 40 years in the business, 30 years. She looks amazing in the business. She got the Patty Chayefsky Laurel Award at the Writers Guild Awards this year, and she was honored because she was actually the first Black writer and creator and executive producer of a sitcom on like primetime TV or whatever, and it was on Fox when it first came out, and it was absolutely amazing. But watching shows like Living Single, Martin, Martin. Cosby Show, Different World, but the thing is, when they were coming on at 8:00 at night, you made sure your ass was in the house to make sure that
it was like an event.
Couldn't stream it. Exactly.
It was like the way we felt when we were watching Insecure.
Yes.
It was like, you got to be here at this time because you need to see it when everybody else is seeing
Absolutely.
it. But the thing about Insecure and all those and Game of Thrones and all that shit is like, you can rewatch it.
Yeah, you can.
And at your own immediately, or you can rewind and pause. With that shit, you couldn't do it.
Right. But the thing is now, even too, that we can stream Living Single, because I actually watch Living Single or listen to Living Single while I'm at work. Because it's still relatable. It's your comfort show. It's my comfort show. So I know what's going to happen. I can probably recite every damn word of every season of every episode. I already know there's not a point in that show that I don't know about. Like if I were on a trivia show. What?
I'm going to look up Living Single trivia right now.
Okay. Ask me a question then.
I will.
Okay.
Let's see.
I've watched that season. I've watched those seasons so many times.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like about the year. What is the name of the magazine Khadijah runs?
Flavor. Which she actually has called Flavor Unit. That's her business. Her and Chuck and Compare.
Who is the only lady that doesn't live with Khadijah?
Max.
Well, this is a stupid quiz.
Right. That's her best friend. Trivia. And they both went to Howard University. See? You're alumni. Your alma mater, I mean. Max lives across the street.
Who was the couple that got married on the show?
Sinclair and Overton.
I'm going to call you one day when I'm playing trivia and you have to answer.
Absolutely. I'll be your lifeline.
Okay, well, I guess you did watch the show.
I know everything about Living Single. Everything. Bloopers and all.
That's so fun.
Yeah. But that... You had the time to do that because when those shows came on, you paid attention. And when commercials came on, you went to the bathroom. You ran to go to the bathroom, grab a snack in those 2 or 3 minutes when those commercials were on, and then you tried to hurry back.
It's so different now. It's crazy.
Because people are just pushing out content because people want more, and it's mediocre, and that's part of the problem why a lot of these shows are not lasting, because it's like, oh, the first 2 episodes are great, and then it just dwindles on, and they're just like, well, yeah, so-and-so was canceled. Well, you didn't give us a chance to watch it. Give it a year, because we're not going to watch it on Thursdays at 8 o'clock. We're not going to do that.
I would consider myself someone who generally stays on on time with watching shit as it comes out, like especially new shit that everyone's talking about. I do a pretty good job of watching it every week and staying up to date. But these last couple months, I haven't. I'm like, no one watches that shit when it comes out. Yeah. Because we even in the office, we would be like, we'd all be watching a show together, something that dropped episode by episode. Yeah. And we couldn't talk about it every week because someone would be like, oh, I didn't get to watch it this week. Oh, I can't watch it till this day. Yeah. Oh, I'm watching it with my girlfriend, boyfriend, and they can't watch it. You just... it's different.
Yeah, and then people spoil it for you on social media. It's like you go on TikTok or Instagram and people are like they're already watching it and they're recording it. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, you're such a fucking lame ass. Stop doing shit like that. Except for Justin, the comedian. He does the 600-pound life after they come out, and those shits are hilarious. Anyway, neither here nor there. That's just my guilty pleasure. Don't judge me. I'm not picking at anyone.
This is not a shame to anyone.
Okay.
It must be so hard to carry around that much weight on your body.
Oh, absolutely.
Just like 400 plus pounds.
Yeah.
God, that must hurt all the time.
Look at me. I'm obese
You
now.
are not.
I'm not 400 pounds, but I'm just saying I'm obese and it hurts.
God.
Not all the time. I'm just sedentary right now because I work from home.
We're going through something.
Yeah. If I were back at the bedside, it would be very different.
If you had some strange abnormality, not that being overweight is an abnormality, but I think being that overweight is abnormal. There are not many people that size. Would you want to be on TLC?
It depends on what the check is.
That's true. I would let them exploit the fuck out of me for a check.
Those people are not getting naked, going into a bathroom, and and being shot at an angle from up here that makes them look way bigger for no money. They're not doing that shit for free just to show you their life.
That's true. I just what would the check have to be? I would want at this point in my life, the way my life is set up, even for $10,000 an episode, I'd do it.
You gonna have to give me more than that to show my ass with a blur. Shit, you gonna have to pay me way more than that. And the blur they do this shit. They blur
the crack. They just blur the crack.
You still see everything else, and I'm just like, you might as well not even put that little small ass blur on there. Why would you do that? They're exploiting these people.
They 100% are. I'm just trying to think.
You might have to pay me more than $10,000 an episode to exploit me. I'm sorry.
Dude, Zendaya's making $1 million an episode for the 3rd season of Euphoria.
As she should. She's the only person I know from it. I've never even watched an episode.
That's true.
I'm not saying that everybody else on there is not talented. I'm just saying
that show. Here's the thing: a lot of talented people, but she's the name. She's the reason everyone's watching. She's the reason why you tuned in to begin with. She may not be the reason you're still watching because I think the story has developed. But there's a bunch of weird stuff going on with that show.
I was gonna say, is she in rehab yet?
On the show?
Yeah, not in real life. No,
I was like, she's slaying the fuck out of Fashion Week is what she's doing.
Well, I didn't know La Roche was her. Is it La Roche?
La Roche.
Do you say it fast together? La Roche or no?
No, that's La Roche Posay. That's the
no. I'm just saying, but do you say it fast or just La Roche?
No, he's La Roche.
Okay, gotcha. First of all, his hair amazing. I need to get one of his
if I wanted a stylist, it'd be that man.
2 stylists in the business that I would take any day. La Roche and stylist by Jay Bolin. Jay Bolin, he styles a lot of people, but mostly he does a lot of people in the gospel industry. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Doesn't miss.
Oh, Sarah Jakes Roberts.
TD
Jakes' daughter.
Jake.
That's her
Listen
stylist.
to this track, bitch.
That's her stylist. Is Jay Bolin.
Oh.
Jay Bolin and La Roche, absolutely. Could dress me any day. Jay Bolin has not missed.
When you say that, I'm just thinking J Balvin. I need to get that out of my head.
Who's J Balvin?
J Balvin, the singer. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What were you telling me about? Oh, Jesus, wait. Pause. Oh, fuck.
Ooh, breathe through it.
I'm having a contraction.
You got me. Ugh.
What were you telling me about Ciara and Russell?
Ciara and Russell Wilson. What did I just get a list? Okay. Russell Wilson. Okay, here's the thing. Let me just tell you, and then we'll tell you. They visited a maximum security prison to spread love, joy, and the word of God, I assume. Where Russell shared some scripture, gave him a little team talk. Ciara said some words, sang some songs. 27 men gave their life to Christ. Beautiful. I'm here for it. Amen. Hallelujah.
You can keep going.
And, okay, listen. Broad spectrum. There are a million other horrible things everyone could do, right? True. This gives me the ick the same way that people going to Africa and taking pictures with black babies gives me the ick. And I don't know what, there's just something, and I'm sure the people in this prison were very grateful and thankful, and they get to see a celebrity and they're telling them these words of encouragement about forgiveness and all this shit, but you're famous and you go in to these people who are stuck in this prison and you're like, hey, it's okay.
With the camera crew.
Life gets better with the camera crew. Let's sing some songs. I'm famous. Maybe we throw the ball, and then you dip the fuck out. I don't know. It just weirds me. That kind of shit weirds me out.
Couple questions. What prison did they, where were they?
You already know the shit was in Florida.
Okay. Russell plays for Denver, right?
Seattle.
Denver Broncos.
Does he play for the Broncos now?
Yes.
Last time I checked in, it was
Seattle. So my question is, you skipped from Denver to Florida because Florida's just horrible, right? In the Everglades, was it? Or whatever?
Yeah. You know about the Everglades.
I do. It's nothing but alligators. You're going to die. But
alligators in a maximum security prison.
It's very true. There's a lot of conspiracies about that. Anyway.
Really?
Yes.
That's for another episode.
Here's my question. So you skip multiple states to go specifically to Florida, and you just spread the word of God as if these people can't read the Bible themselves. Number 2, what other resources are you taking into this prison that will ultimately help these people to rehab, right? From crimes, be able to put them back into society. And if you have no other options for them, I think it's a photo op to get likes and shit, and it doesn't mean anything. Like, take Jesus out of it, because I don't think it has anything to do with Jesus. That's just my whole point. And I feel like stuff like this, if you haven't been doing this all the while, you doing it for a photo op does not matter. And it's really pointless for you to do it. Not only that, I feel like Christianity, and I am a follower of Christ. I believe in Jesus Christ. I serve and worship Jesus Christ because he has shown himself strong and mighty in my life. But as a person who follows Christ and follows some of the biblical principles, Christianity is the only religion that forces itself upon people. And if other people were to do the same thing, we would have a problem.
Riot in the streets.
Just like when every time a Jehovah's Witness come to your house,
your door, what do you do?
Automatically get these fucking people off my doorstep.
Either lights off, don't answer the door, or you answer the door and you fuck with them.
So when you do stuff like this, imagine if a Jehovah's Witness was coming up to you doing crap like this.
I do think they were working with some kind of organization. I think it's God Behind Bars. Right. So, like, I get it. But I don't know. Maybe.
I don't like it.
And I understand that you needed the cameras there and the photo ops because this draws publicity to the organization and to what you're doing and all of these things. But I'm just like.
No, you actually don't. Because you know what?
There has to be a different way.
Lala does the same thing. And I didn't even know she was doing this because, again, when you do it.
From your heart.
From your heart and with sincerity. And, you know, it is a difference. Lala has been working with.
Kim Kardashian to release the prisoners.
She always brings her up. Jesus Lord. Rikers Island. And I think someone brought her into it as well. But she goes there and she actually provides resources, supplies, all that kind of stuff to this prison. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But she just talked about it on the Breakfast Club, I think like a couple months ago. And I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, oh yeah, I've been doing that for like 5 years. Nobody ever knew. She's never taken a camera crew up there with her.
See, I think if they would have posted just a picture of them two saying like, hey, we had this experience with these people. Mm-hmm. All these amazing things happen. We're working with this organization. We'd really appreciate your help.
Yeah.
That I would have understood. There's something weird to me about you filming yourself singing in front of these people who have been imprisoned.
Exactly.
And you just like
it's exploitation.
It's weird to me.
It's exploitation.
Also, stop going to Africa and taking pictures with those poor kids, and then coming back and living your life.
Here's the thing: stop going to Africa thinking that Africa is a poor, like, nation. It's not. It's not. It's a very rich continent. Like, and Africa isn't one country. Like, it's not like.
Y'all saw Black Panther. You know what they're working with. They're fine.
People are just like, oh, Africa is just poor, and I'm like, what part of Africa are you talking about? Like, there's multiple countries within this continent, y'all. Like, geography. Anyway, neither here nor there.
That's where we're at with that. Also, every article. Okay, another pet peeve. Every article that mentions Ciara mentions her breakup with Future. It's been years.
That's because they can't let it go.
Get the fuck over it. She has children. Like,
she's married.
She has children with her new husband.
Exactly.
My favorite is though when they like pull the photos and shit of Future Junior with Russell and then with Future.
That kid does not look like he likes his father.
No.
Yeah, just saying.
You know who does love his father?
Ooh.
Sebastian.
Yo, he's
Wiz
cute.
Khalifa and Anna.
That little boy.
Adam, what the fuck? Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose.
Amber Rose, yeah.
He is my favorite celebrity child.
I just love the fact that these are two people who in society is just like misfits. Mm-hmm. Cause she's like, yes, I'm a slut and I'm proud. And he's just like, smoke weed all day, black and yellow, black and yellow. But they have the most normal child ever. Like, he's so articulate, and it appears as if they don't exploit him. They just let him be whoever the hell he's gonna morph into being. And I just love that.
The moment I knew Amber Rose was like star parent Because I think when you know her past, right, you're like, she was the one that was with Kanye when before he was and she has tattoos on her face and she does the slut walk and she's, But she posted this video a long time ago with Sebastian where he wanted to make soup in the kitchen and he was just throwing in like crazy shit into this pot, like ketchup and milk and all this random shit. And she'd be like, oh, I wonder how that's going to taste. And what if we so interactive with him. And I was like, you know what? You can be fucking crazy because you're a good mom. Do whatever the fuck you want because at home you're a good parent. So what the fuck does it matter? I saw this interview and it was another kid interviewer that was interviewing Sebastian with Wiz Khalifa there. And she was like what is the good and the bad things about having a parent that's a celebrity? And he was like, well, I mean, the good is, my dad's a lot of fun. I have lots of fun with him. Like we can go and eat food and just do whatever we want. He was like, there really is nothing bad about being like my dad being a celebrity, like because he's just my dad. And I'm like, how old is this kid? He just seems like a wholesome kid. Do you remember when he was little, like Amber would take him to, remember he got all that flack for going to the Taylor Swift concert because everyone was like, your kid's gay. He likes Taylor Swift. She took him to see Chicago when he was like little, that, like who the fuck listens to Chicago? But I think it's very hard to shelter your kids when you are such a big celebrity. Because then people start to draw into the kids, almost kind of like how like Tiana Taylor, like Junie. Junie is her own personality. That people are like, "Fuck you, Tiana. We like Junie," and it's just like versus like Beyonce. She's like, "No, I see why Michael Jackson put them damn pillowcases on his kids. I need you to be out of the limelight because people start to think, oh." These are regular kids. Like this is a regular person. It's like no, this is a child. Like let them be a child. Like they're not a fucking adult. But yeah, it gets weird. Love that kid. Yeah. Well, speaking of something else weird, where do I want to go? Oh, speaking of kids, so you know how Halle Bailey is the new Little Mermaid. Jesus Lord. So yeah, when is that coming out? May. Also, what is this trend of dropping movie teasers 16 years before the movie comes out? I absolutely hate it. And you know what too? I hate. Okay. You know what? We're ranting today. Listen up. Turn it up in the headphones. And this episode is going a lot longer because we're giving y'all extra content because we're just in a great mood. But here's the thing. When celebrities make announcements about announcements, hey, y'all, I got an announcement to make. If you're not ready to announce it. Tell me what the fuck. If you're not ready to announce it, you're pissing me off. Just like, hey, y'all, I got a big announcement at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bitch, I'm on Central. God damn it. The way my mind works because of social media and shit, I'm not going to remember to tune in. I'm not coming back to that. Once I swipe one time, it's gone. Unless the algorithm brings it back. Like, I just hate that. Hey, it'll be 2 days later, and I'll be like, oh, I wonder if she ever made that announcement. And then I have to go look. It's so annoying. I got an announcement at midnight. I'm in the bed. I work a 9 to 5. Why am I staying up till midnight to wait for your little raggedy ass announcement? Just go ahead and announce it. Jesus. Again, convenience culture. We are so used to having everything right there. Hey, y'all, I can't wait to tell y'all what I'm working on in 2 weeks. Well, bitch, come back in 2 weeks. That's why I'm excited to go to Europe for the summer because it's going to humble the fuck out of me. They don't give a shit about convenience. They don't. They're like, we'll do it when we do it. They don't even have air conditioning. Yeah, truly. They're like, you need it. I remember going to Europe and they didn't print my boarding pass out. Like, they don't do that. They're like, you didn't come with it? Yeah. That's just not ready. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. You mean I, myself, had to be prepared for these things? Yes, you do. Humbled. Because that American... Because over here, I'm just like, let me just show up and see what happens. They already hate Americans anyway. But I was saying all that to say, Halle Bailey now has a Barbie doll that is out. What does it look like? Soon. Is it an Ariel like Barbie? It's like it doesn't have the locks, but it has the hair color, and it looks like her. I want to see. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like her. Like it has brown skin, looks like her, or like her face looks like her. I mean, it looks like her in Barbie doll form. I mean, as much as it can. Look at this stuff. Is it going to be the original songs, do you think? Yeah, it better be. You can't do a remake without the original songs. Does this doll look like It's a black baby doll. It's a black. Who was the black? It was Ken and Barbie and who was the black Barbie doll? Fuck. I don't know that I had a black Barbie doll when I was growing up. There was one black Barbie doll. No. What was her name? I know. If you had to guess, what would the black Barbie doll? Shaniqua. I'm kidding. Oh, no. It's probably like Rachel or some shit. No, they ain't gonna make it too black. The fuck was her name? I don't know. We can't. Kara. I literally cannot move. Kara, that would have been a good one. I can't move on until I figure this out. It's probably Destiny, Brittany, Kara. It ain't gonna be Keisha. Ooh, that would have been a good one.
Listen, we would ride in the streets if you named a Barbie doll Keisha.
That's her name.
As this episode is going, y'all, those of you that are watching the show or watching the YouTube, I know my hair is getting bigger and bigger. I can feel it because it's starting to do this, and I'm starting not to be able to see you anymore. It's just like growing up and whatnot. But anyway,
her real name was LaCris. No, there's no way they would not do that.
I don't even remember a black Barbie doll.
Christy, that was her name. Christy.
Brittany,
I feel
Christy,
better now.
Care.
Christy, the black Barbie doll.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. When you were talking about traveling, I'll tell you where I'm not traveling anytime soon.
Where?
Mexico.
Here's the thing about that. Mexico does seem to be getting a bad rap these days. But who the fuck would go to Matamoros? No one.
Okay.
Unless you...
Who the fuck would know where to go if you've never been to Mexico?
Exactly. I am from South Texas, so I get it. But also, because to me, it's common knowledge. Like, you just don't go there. That's not a place to go. I'm from
Florida.
But if you're from Florida, where do you go? Cancun, Cozumel, Playa del Carmen? Like, you go to the big tourist spots. But these people... want to show them what happened.
So you're ready to go in. So recently in the news, there was a report of 4 Americans being kidnapped in Mexico. 2 of the people allegedly have expired, and the other 2 people were...
That was scientific.
Yeah, well, I had to say it because it's all alleged. Because we're reporting. You don't come in for the facts.
Because we're reporting live.
Live from Mexico. And so, unfortunately, these people... 2 of them that died as a result of allegedly the Mexican Cartel. And then the Mexican Cartel was like, hey, oops, sorry, wrong people. We apologize. We're going to offer up the 5 people who were involved in the kidnapping.
Because this shit is not real.
I've never known the cartel to ever apologize. Like, not even in the movies.
They were like, ooh, American tourists? Yikes.
I mean, these weren't like people who were, affluent for them to say, oops, sorry, these are just random people going to Mexico. So I don't know exactly what was going on, what they were there for, what their business was down there. But the United States has since put a travel ban on Mexico, or like a travel advisory for Americans going to Mexico. I just personally, if I were traveling to Mexico, I would not leave the resort. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't.
Okay, yes. Also, apparently, supposedly, allegedly, this caravan of people drove from... I want to say one of the Carolinas.
Okay.
Maybe a north.
Okay.
That's up for debate. First of all, I would never drive. I can't. That's a long drive. Days. I'm talking days.
I just don't think it's safe to drive in Mexico.
No, I would not. Yeah, if you're not familiar, I wouldn't drive down to Mexico. But they were driving to Mexico supposedly because one of the people, the girl that they were with, was going to get cosmetic surgery, a BBL. Allegedly, yes. Which brings me back to the hill that I'll die on, which is just pay good money for good plastic surgery and do it here in the United States, where the cartel will not send you back in a body bag.
True.
Please, for the love of God. When this is coming from someone who wanted a BBL on the Dominican for probably 6 months.
Wanted, or you still want?
I wouldn't say no.
Right.
I would not say no. Actually, maybe knowing what I know about BBLs at this point, I would say no, just because. That's like, we saw so many people go septic. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I do BBL. I definitely do liposuction. Maybe you don't have to put the fat back into my ass, though.
No, I wouldn't do any of it, honestly.
I would do it here for sure. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, all that to say. Also, she was going to drive back from Mexico post-op. That sounds horrible.
That sounds like you're waiting on a blood clot to happen.
That's what I'm saying. I hope she has some STDs or something.
Yeah, for real. Because you laying in a car on your stomach for hours on end, you are a PE, a pulmonary embolism waiting to happen, or blood clots waiting to happen.
Yeah, but supposedly they got, because all I've ever known about Matamoros growing up is it's a border town in South Texas. Mm-hmm. That is like, you don't want to go there unless you have business there. Like, I know a long time ago, people used to like go down to South Padre, party for spring break. They'd hop over the border, go drinking and stuff. No, people don't do shit like that anymore unless you're from down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cartel thought, supposedly the story is that the cartel thought that they were involved in some kind of sketchy shit.
Mm-hmm. They were like a mistaken identity from some other people.
Exactly. And,
And yes, they were black.
Yes, they were. And then was like, oops, my bad. We're sorry. Here's a letter of apology. Also, here's 5 of our men.
And allegedly they found the other 2 men that were alive in like this brick kind of hut or like a little shanty thing or whatever. I was just like, God
Can you imagine surviving that?
I don't want to know.
You need to go fund me for that therapy.
This is why in Paris I was so afraid because people were like, you hear the stories about these pickpocketers and different things. Yeah. And again, what's the movie that we love to talk about with the roach in the ear? Thailand, the 2 girls who got put in jail with the drugs. The 2 girls that
Broke Down Palace.
Broke Down Palace, exactly. So Broke Down Palace traumatized me as a consumer. So anytime I travel internationally, which hasn't been a lot, I have that in the forefront of my mind. So
yeah. Also, it's Mexico, like cartel driven Mexico is Wild West. Yeah, nothing makes sense. Everyone's on there. Like, it's just you don't want to mess around with that shit.
Even the police too. You go to the police for help.
Hell no.
They're gonna look at you like
the cops will do the same thing. The cops will pull you over. How much can you give me? Or I'm gonna take you to jail.
Exactly. Sorry.
But hey, listen. Me love a Mexican trip. Tulum, Cozumel, Cancun, Playa. I'm your girl.
I want to go to Mexico.
Let's go. Listen, it's the easiest trip to plan from Texas.
I'm not going to no out of. Okay,
listen. In the tourist areas, as long as you're smart and safe, it's fine. I speak enough Spanish. We'll get by.
Mareado is not enough.
That's not pain. Here's the thing. They make a lot of money off of tourism. So if you stay in the tourist spots, they want you to be safe and have fun and all that shit.
You also have white safety, so I don't trust it.
I do have that white safety. But
in Mexico, I don't know that I want to take a chance on that.
We can go somewhere else. Let's go with Quinta.
Quinta is a perfect person to travel with in Mexico. Absolutely. I take Audrey too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mexican looking people.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
And they speak way better than you and I.
No, I made it work in Peru. I got by. Hey, in a pinch with a margarita.
See,
exactly. You got it.
Speaking of margarita, what were you telling me about? Something with some kind of specialty ice cream?
Y'all. Oh, a specialty ice cream? I was going to go Sunny D.
Well, that too. We were talking about both of them.
There's some weird food concoctions coming out. Very. I think, you know how there was all these articles that people wrote about how Gen Z / the younger millennials are killing the beer industry?
Why? Oh, because
they're just not drinking beer anymore. They're drinking seltzers and craft beers and stuff. Yeah, no one's like, I can't wait to get this Miller Lite when I get home.
That stuff is gross.
I know.
Allegedly.
So all that to say, Sunny D, maybe you guys remember the orange flavored drink. It's not orange juice. I don't know what the hell that is.
GMO.
Nothing Battery tastes acid. Faker than Sunny D.
Okay. You weren't around when Sunny D first came out, but I was, right? I was already born. Sunny Delight from back in the day is the equivalent to why is it spicy? It is the spiciest orange juice you will ever taste in your life, and I don't know why. It has to have battery acid in it as to why it's so spicy, and you don't feel the spiciness until the end, and that's the aftertaste, and you're like, ooh, that's like a Sprite, like McDonald's Sprite kicks at the end. Yeah. And it's not orange juice.
It's orange drink, tang, but not as good. And that has to be something where you keep having to drink it because it's spicy.
It's the battery acid,
because
allegedly.
It was created in a lab is what it was.
Yeah,
but Sunny D is coming out with a seltzer.
Ew.
I don't know that I'll be purchasing because that sounds disgusting.
That's gonna make you poop.
So listen, when I was growing up, Sunny D was our DEF-CON drink. I dealt with constipation a lot, and when nothing else worked, my mom was like, I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna get some Sunny D. Literally, that was the trick.
We got warm prune juice.
No, we got some.
And a spoonful of cod liver oil.
Okay, so my mom was 20 years old when she had me, so she was like, we'll just give you some sugar, it'll be fine.
I mean, my grandmother's about to be 99, so
yeah. She blasted me with Sunny D. Worked like a charm every time. So then my worry is if I drink these Sunny D seltzers, I'm at the pool having fun, I'm just going to shit my pants. That seems like a horrible decision.
Yeah, but she knew it worked.
She did. But that is such a... Of all the things to pivot to, I would think Hawaiian Punch would have a seltzer before Sunny D.
I would drink a Hawaiian Punch seltzer, but Sunny
D just have that big red lip around or ring around your lip.
Yeah, Sunny D is no. Sunny D just.
Sunny D was when they would bring...
It's like drinking ulcers.
When you go to a conference or you have a meeting in the morning and they're like, we'll have snacks, and you think they're going to have orange juice, but they have Sunny D, and you're like, fuck.
I think you have Sunny D at Vacation Bible School.
Yeah, exactly.
With sugarless cookies.
It's the letdown orange juice.
Yeah, definitely. It's
anyway, they're coming out with a seltzer. Another crazy food concoction. Walmart is going to be selling ranch dressing flavored ice cream, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, I've never gagged so bad in my life.
That, not a single, I'm a ranch girl.
Barf.
Like, New York is hard for me because nary a ranch.
New York doesn't have ranch?
No, they're like not ranch people.
Really?
It's hard to find ranch with pizza.
I mean, I don't eat ranch.
And they look at you like you're crazy.
I don't eat ranch.
It has to be a Southern United States thing.
I don't eat ranch. I don't eat blue cheese. I don't eat none of that shit.
You don't eat ranch on your pizza at all?
Hell no, that's nasty.
This
I don't
girl,
dip my pizza.
I love nothing better than dipping your pizza in some ranch.
And even when I eat salads, like I can do a Caesar dressing, but even like with my regular salad, because I don't like lettuce like that. But
you don't have salad dressing on your salad?
No, I do. I do like a balsamic vinaigrette. I have to do a vinaigrette. Balsamic vinegar. A vinaigrette. A raspberry or balsamic.
It's blackest shit I ever heard you say.
Balsamic
vinegar?
That's not black. That's pretty normal.
I will dip anything in ranch and eat it up. Yum.
Please don't say anything.
Anything.
Okay, they're gonna have you on the menu.
I know. I love ranch dressing.
Ranch-filled fingers. That's so gross.
God, it's so good. On chicken strips, on pizza, burgers, delicious. Have you been to Chili's? A favorite restaurant of mine.
Of course.
Okay, so you go to Chili's and you order the chips and salsa, but you ask for a side of ranch. Dip the chips in the ranch. Oh, so good.
No, I'm not
Chuy's.
a ranch girl.
Chuy's has a creamy jalapeno ranch. Amen, sister.
I've never been to Chuy's.
You never been to Chuy's? We gotta go. We gotta get the jalapeno ranch.
No, I don't do jalapenos or ranch. No.
Those are the two best things.
You're trying to mess up my stomach. Absolutely not.
My stomach lining is fucked, but it's so delicious. I'll put ranch again on anything.
Listen, thank God for your stomach mucosa with this ranch and Sunny D and shit. Fuck no.
I will not be eating ranch ice cream. All that to say, love ranch dressing.
That's
ranch,
gross.
Big ranch fan. Will not be eating the ice cream.
Walmart be doing some real hood shit. That ain't even hood shit. That's just nasty. Like nobody. Ew. Who would eat that? That's fucking ill. Anyway,
I'm not a savory ice cream person.
I do one flavor.
What is it? Vanilla?
Hell no. Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream is vanilla. I need you to recognize that.
It's not.
I need you to recognize that cookies and cream is vanilla with topping.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's definitely not.
I can't have this conversation with you. Cookies and cream ice cream is vanilla ice cream, and they just threw some shit inside, and we're like, this is a flavor.
It doesn't even taste like vanilla. It's not vanilla.
But it is.
It's white chocolate.
No.
And cookies.
Absolutely not.
Well, what's your favorite? Fucking butter pecan?
First of all, that's rude. I know where you're going with that. That's fucking rude.
Old ass.
If you must know, I'm a mint chocolate chip bitch.
That's even worse. I
do love a Rocky Road.
You probably eat pistachio shit too.
Listen, I'll eat just like ranch. Any ice cream, I'm gonna eat it.
I hate anything with mint other than peppermints. I'll eat peppermints all day.
If it's ice cream, I will eat it.
That's so gross. What we talking about? Glorilla, our girl, Glorilla, hallelujah.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on with concerts lately these days. I feel like I'm 90 years old when I say that. But like 4 people just died because there was a stampede at a Glorilla concert.
What were they trying to get to her? Or what the fuck?
Those are good questions. I just read headlines. But it's just crazy to me that this, like, what kind of shit is going on? Like, is it just the crowd surge? Is it... I don't know.
I just think we all need to stay back at home. Like, it's like...
We don't know how to act anymore.
People are passing out at people's concerts, and people are stopping their concerts. People are getting sick at concerts. People are dying at concerts. Listen, I need y'all to learn how to act. We need some outdoor training. I mean, we harp so much on home training. Y'all need outdoor training because this is fucking ridiculous. And then my thing is, this is like a headline and it has her name when she don't have no control over the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, she's just an artist that's there to perform, and then it gets associated with her, and then people probably look at her like, well, are you going to pay for the funerals of these 4 people? No, I'm not responsible for their death. The people who stampeded over them are responsible for that shit.
Supposedly, people heard gunshots and surged, but there is no evidence of the gunshots.
Well, that's the problem, because when you have a crowd full of black people, when one person starts running, everybody else is going to follow suit, and they're going to ask questions later.
You're not wrong.
No, I know.
Would you run if you saw people running?
Hell yeah.
I don't know that I would.
Shit. That's that white part of you, because I'm telling you, black people, we don't... I don't know how many times it's been a joke about that. People have always said, black people... It's true. When one black person runs, we do not ask questions.
It's just a...
we don't even have to be like, oh, what are they running? Let me wait a look. As soon as you take off, I'm going.
Okay, but are you the kind of person when you see a line of people waiting for something, you get in the line?
No. I don't believe in waiting in line for certain things.
I really hate waiting
unless
in line
it's voting. That's the only line that I'll stand is voting. That's it.
Understandable.
Or to get my food.
I'll stand in line at a bar.
Yeah. Even if the wait is too long to get a table, I mean, an hour. I'm hungry now. No.
See, those are the people I rely on because you make my wait shorter.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I love more than putting my name on a wait list and it's like 30, 45 minutes and then seeing people after me walk up, turn around, walk up, turn around. I get a little high.
What were you telling me about? I was going to say speaking of high, but it's not. He's not high.
Speaking of being high.
What were you talking about Tyler Perry and BT?
Your best friend.
I love Tyler Perry.
Tyliferous Perry.
Tyler what?
Tylerant Perry.
Tylerant Perry. Okay.
Tylerious Perry.
I like Tylerious Perry. That's nice. I like that.
Is in the running to buy your favorite network.
BET.
Black Entertainment Television. Is that what BET stands for?
Yes. Black Entertainment.
BET, ladies and gentlemen. And I just need everyone to be ready.
Allegedly.
For the kooky shit that will come out of this. I think there's going to be some wild made for BET movies.
I kind of hope, okay, I'm going to say this with caution. Tyler Perry, I love you, but I hope you don't buy BET. Please don't do it.
Right.
Put
it back in the hands of the people.
No. I get that. And if that's the reason why he's buying it, I like that. But what I also don't want to happen is that you take over this network and then it loses what it was there for in the first place.
The black people?
Not the black people, but just the amount of shows that come out that are streamed. What I'm saying is, don't fuck with the Miss Pat show.
That's all she cares about. I knew that's exactly what you were trying to say.
I don't give a fuck what y'all do with all the rest of them shows. Just don't fuck with the Miss Pat show.
Watch him come and be like, the one show we're getting rid of, Miss Pat.
Listen, I will go and work multiple jobs to put that show back on, because the Miss Pat show is, to me, the one show that's on like streaming services or whatever, or platforms, that is reminiscent of like Living Single and Martin, and you can watch that shit over and over and over again.
What was the movie he did, the latest one with Taraji, that was like insane?
It starts with an O.
It wasn't Obsession.
Not Obsession, but no, it starts with an A. Acrimony. Yeah,
that's what I'm seeing for the future of BT.
I hope not, because
unless he was just throwing darts at the wall with that one, and he took a little break, and we come back, and you let other people in the writers' room, other people do this shit.
Well, okay, here's the thing. He did a Jazzman's Blues. He directed that, but it wasn't his story. But Debbie Allen was the choreographer. Here's the thing about Tyler Perry.
He can direct,
but if you take over the network, it should not be your TV shows. You stay with your TV shows and just be the figurehead and the owner and the wallet of BET. Don't do shit else to BET. Now keep your shows on there, and you can keep your writer's room closed, because I personally don't believe that Tyler Perry should open up his writer's room for his formula that continues to work for him. Now, when it comes to every other show, absolutely, you need to have those writer's room open. You need to be fluctuating people in and out, all that good kind of stuff. But I don't want it to turn into the Tyler Perry network where it's nothing but Tyler Perry, because we've technically already seen that with TBS.
Yes.
So
I don't need any more of Meet the Browns.
Okay, I love that show.
I mean, yes,
not the new one.
I would like the old we can continue that, but I don't need that just copy and pasted. Exactly. I don't need any more Think Like a Whatever.
Yeah, no.
Or we're good.
Love That Neighbor was a really good series. I
really liked the one with Gerard Carmichael. Was that Tyler Perry?
No.
I really did like that show, though.
That was his show, Carmichael.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Gerard Carmichael.
Get him on BET.
That was a great show. First of all, David Alan Grier and Loretta Devine in Anything. Magic.
Miss Loretta.
I love Loretta Devine. She is, oh my gosh, she's amazing. But also, too, the original House of Pain. Love that one. This new one is weird.
What I would love, do you remember the way we felt about Insecure when it first came out?
I love how that's your starting point.
It is.
Versus mine are like shows from the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
No. I want to feel that. I know that there's these young people with these stories, right? That they've been working on forever, and they just need a break to make. I want to feel the way about Insecure about 3 new shows.
Yeah.
And I want Tyler Perry to find them and find these people and take a chance on them and be like, I will give you the money to back this. I want to hear your stories. That's what I want. Thank you, Tyler Friss.
Well, I'll be waiting for that. I want Issa Rae to do the same thing. Like, you don't have to, once you make it, because let's be clear, Tyler Perry has made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what he's done, and I'm not saying
once
that
you hide a royal family in the States because they're your friends and you have a compound to do so.
I don't even acknowledge royal family. That shit ain't even real. Like, who, your blood is pure. Like, get the fuck out of here. That shit is stupid. Anyway, and I don't give a damn whoever overseas believe in that shit. Anyway, but, because you're sleeping with your cousins, allegedly. Anyway, what I do think is that once you get to a point, even with Issa Rae's overall deal that she has with HBO, right? Like, my thing is, and I'm not telling you how to spend your money, I'm just saying that this could be a suggestion. Taking some of your money and funding someone else's writing. Yeah. But it could still be, you could still be the caveat, or they could still be under you, but you just fund somebody else. But with Tyler Perry, it's like, don't put your hands in other people. Just be the wallet. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all we need. Just off. Hands off of the creativity. Let people be free, because when you do stuff like that, when you allow people to be themselves, even on streaming platforms, there's a whole different audience. Like, for example, when I was growing up, my temperature gauge was obviously the Cosby Show in a different world. The reality is that the Cosby Show was not relatable to a lot of black people. There was a subset of people that did not grow up with two-parent households, that did not grow up with parents who were a lawyer and a doctor. Yeah. You know, because my parents, you could say parts of the Cosby Show was relevant to my parents. They were a married couple, raising children, navigating the wilds of life. They were not a doctor and a lawyer. You know what I mean? But they didn't talk. I mean, my parents talk very proper. My mom did. My dad, he's country as hell. Anyway, but I mean, those stories exist in everyday lives, even like The Wire. Like, that life is real for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Little baby Michael B.
I mean, that was a great show. I caught on to that after like the second season, because I didn't have cable, so I had no choice. And then finally, when I got cable, I was like, ooh, I'm watching this shit, and I binged it. So I love The Wire.
Through the wire.
Anyway,
oh, that's so good.
What else?
Okay, speaking of country. Did you see that TikTok of that girl, and she's either dating or married to the man from Houston? And she was like, the shit that he says that doesn't make any sense.
Oh. I haven't seen that video, but yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about. Is it like they're pronouncing different things? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like accent challenges, like, because too, there's such a big difference between northern people and southern people, and even in the South. Like, I said this before on the last podcast. I don't personally believe that Louisiana and Texas are the South.
They are not.
They are
the southern countries. United States.
Exactly, but they're not the South, because even some of the stuff that they say is very different from like people from Florida, people from Alabama and Georgia. Like, I feel like Georgia, Alabama, Florida, very similar.
The original South.
And Mississippi. You got to put Mississippi in there as well too. The Carolinas are its own, because they got Geechee. They Geechee. I mean, well, South Carolina, you got Geechee up there.
The fuck are you talking about?
You've never heard of Geechee?
No.
That's a part of Black history. You should really delve into that.
Okay. Because
South Carolina is where the transatlantic slave trade.
I have heard of that.
Came into America. Yeah. So
Geechee.
There's a language called Geechee Gullah, basically, or you can
Gullah Island.
No.
Listen, that's where that was my favorite show.
I'm about to piss off a whole bunch of people. Not Gullah Island. So Geechee, just research it. It's there. I love to hear Geechee people talk, and they're speaking Geechee. No. Okay, Howard. But
for someone who has nothing to do with that school,
yeah, you should really read, because it's a language in itself. It's amazing.
Interesting. Have you taken the accent quiz on the New York Times accent quiz?
Yes, I have, actually.
When I tell you I'm currently still paying $5 a month for access to this quiz that I've taken one time.
I love quizzes like that. But even too, because I grew up around a lot of people, a lot of Caribbean people, Jamaicans, Haitians, Bahamians. I know what they say as well. So sometimes I like, you have at those TikToks where they have like the accent challenge between like someone from South Africa and then someone from Jamaica, and they say, oh, how do you say water? And they're just like water, and then the other one just like water. So it's kind of like,
That's
very different.
So cool.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I was cooler.
You just got to tap into your blackness. That's all. I'm trying to help you. You saw Friday, so not Friday, Life. So you're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you can talk about before we?
I have nothing. Okay, have you been? Listen, man.
Okay.
Wine is hitting.
We're giving y'all a little bit extra today.
Have you didn't ever watch the Vanderpump shit? You don't know anything going on.
I watched the first season when it first came out, but no.
So I was not a Bravo girly. Like, I never did that kind of reality. I never did the Housewives. I didn't do Vanity. Yeah, which is weird because you'd think that'd be right up my alley.
Yeah, definitely.
For some reason, it just was. I was an E girl, not a Bravo girl. The girls that get it. The girls that don't.
I mean, I was both.
I know. And there's some elites that are both. I was not. So, like, all this shit that's going on with the Tom, Raquel, all that stuff. Are you following any of it? Mm-mm. Okay. Then we don't need to talk about it.
Okay.
It's not important enough.
I mean, Lisa Vanderpump, is she even still on there?
I don't watch the show, but there was a big cheating scandal with a big group of them, and then they're all connected. All I got from it is Avril Lavigne and Tyga are dating for real now. They're out and alive.
When the fuck did she get on that show?
She's not on the show, but she's connected through all this other shit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
But that was something that popped off, which is funny because do you remember Avril was dating Brody Jenner a long time ago? And as we all know, Brody is Kylie's half brother, and Kylie was dating Tyga when she was 16 and he was 21, and it was weird and no one said anything.
Oh no, we all said stuff. They just didn't care. Social media wasn't what it is now.
That is true. Can you imagine? They get flagged so quickly.
And then Black China.
I remember when Drake was hooking up with Hailey Bieber too, and she was like 16.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm. Yep. All alleged. Everything we say is alleged.
Weird.
Oh, I wanted to bring this up real quick. We'll talk about it very, very quickly. So Chaka Khan, I know we talked about it off air. Chaka Khan got into some heat a little bit, or got some flack from social media because there was an interview that came out where she talked about Mary J. Blige and how Mary J. Blige did a rendition of "Sweet Thing" that she wrote, and is famous for, Chaka Khan is, on her very first album. And so she was saying that, people were asking her about how she think that Mary J. Blige is, and she was just like, well, her vocals were flat. And people were just like, oh my God.
Statement.
Exactly. And people were just like, oh my God, this is why we can't stand older artists, because they just hate on the new artist, and she just old and bitter. And I'm just like, let me just say this about like older aged artists. Okay, first of all, people like Chaka Khan, like Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills, these people have been in the business for like 30 and 40 plus years, and they are still relevant. Let me just put that piece in there. They're still relevant. Just because somebody critiques your fave does not mean they are bitter, does not mean that they don't like them as an artist. But when you're talking about real singers who didn't have Pro Tools and auto-tune and all that shit. That's what
it is for me.
Like, they're giving you honest critique. I don't care what Chaka Khan sounds like today. Bitch, she earned the right to sound a mess today because of what she did 40 years ago.
Tweaking to her voice.
Exactly. And two, for her to even be able to survive 40 years singing at such high ranges all the time, going on tour, because that's all you had, and for her voice to still be able to sustain, I think she's earned the right to critique Mary J. Blige. Number two, she spoke about how Mary J. Blige and her have that relationship where she can tell her, listen, your vocals were flat. And they were just like, well, did you tell her that? She was like, yeah, I told her it sounded fucked up. Like, but we have that relationship, and I can tell her that even when people like, Stephanie Mills gave an interview with The Breakfast Club, and she was talking about, they were asking her about who do they think are like R&B royalty. And so Charlamagne was saying something to the effect of like, oh, Beyonce. And she's like, no. She's like, you have to understand, these are like Jasmine Sullivan, Brandy. These are babies. Like, they only exist because people like me and Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight
who
and all
are
these
still
people
like
who are legends in the game. This is the only reason why they even exist. She was like, now, do they still have talent? Absolutely. But I wouldn't look at them as royalty because you're younger than me and you haven't been in this business as long as I have. Even though you may have more accomplishments, more Grammys or more awards or whatever, your longevity is not the same as mine. And I think people just get into this mode of, oh, I'm a stand for this person, so anytime you say anything against them, oh, you a hating ass bitch. No, these people have... First of all, Chaka Khan is one of the most... Chaka Khan? You're going to say that every time I say her name. She is one of the most sampled artists that are out there.
True. She probably makes more money off of other streams of her shit than her own shit at this point.
I just don't understand. I'm just like... And she gets the right to tell another singer, you sounded a fucking mess today.
Also, just because what I say isn't positive doesn't mean it's negative.
Exactly. It's a critique. It's criticism.
And you're allowed to do that when you didn't have auto-tune and no one tweaking your voice like they do now.
And this is why Prince always said, my microphone is on. And he reminded people that his microphone was on, because there is a difference. If you sound just like your track, it ain't real unless you're a certain artist.
And I wish someone would have told Jordan Sparks that when she sung the national anthem at the Big 12 championship today.
Jordan Sparks, you legit just did the same thing that Fergie did. Whoa.
Y'all, I need you. You've hung out with us now for over an hour. Stop what you're doing. Please go listen to Jordan Sparks sing the national anthem.
She did that
at the Texas-Kansas Big 12 championship game. It gets worser and worser and worser.
It does.
It does. Every time you think like, oh, that was she did something there. It keeps
so
going.
Cringe.
She forgets words. She's flat. She cracks. She creaks. Man.
But it's not even like, oh, you had a bad performance.
No.
I don't know if she was.
It was like she hasn't sung.
But okay. People who sing, right? Singers, real singers, sometimes they are very strategic in how they sing. Okay. And they're very creative, but they're also strategic because they practice
like they can't hit that, so they go a little
exactly
different.
And they can pivot and all that kind of stuff. To me, I felt like she was just flying off the cusp and it just didn't work. Jordan Sparks has a beautiful voice. Today was not the day.
Tell her how she's supposed to breathe with no air.
She didn't have no air in that performance.
No air.
And you know what? We get the right to critique Jordan Sparks because guess what? She's still an amazing singer. She sounded a fucking mess today.
Everyone can have an off night.
You're supposed to. There's no such thing as perfection, but you're going to be a meme for a little bit. So just prepare your heart and mind.
Hey, listen, Fergie has been getting flack for a long fucking time. Still. And she's probably very thankful today that you came and took that from her.
Absolutely. And tomorrow's going to be somebody else.
Listen.
But Keisha Cole had to get it. Everybody had to get it.
Listen. I had no air in my head, and what I got was something very different, ma'am.
It was an absolute mess. All right. Anything else you can talk about before we go into what we're watching?
No, it's just residual.
But yeah, people don't want to hear you cough with that smoker's cough.
Yeah, you're right. Recording. I truly do forget that. We'll just cut it. Darren?
Yeah, he'll try to cut it. But so what have you been watching?
Okay, I'm catching up slowly but surely on The Last of Us. No one told me it was so goddamn sad.
It's not sad.
I'm sitting there drinking wine, crying every fucking episode. So it's just like unnecessarily sad.
No, it gets better every day. I mean, every week.
Okay, well,
this last episode 8, was really good.
Was that the last one or no?
Yeah, the last one.
I'm just saying,
9. Because next week is this upcoming. When this comes out the finale.
I personally have issues with like seeing anything not positive happening to children and black children, especially in shows.
Okay, don't spoil it for those.
I'm not spoiling it for anyone, but like, yo, and black just like sibling love and show. Oh my god, I can't do it with sibling love and shows. It just like breaks my fucking heart.
But here's the thing: historically, black people don't really survive apocalyptic situations, and so.
How many apocalyptic situations have we had?
I mean, every movie there's black people in there.
Oh, you're talking about cinematically.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were talking about realistically.
No. This is why I watch them so I can be one of the probably the only black. Absolutely, I'll survive.
You're gonna be like
I will survive.
Nick Offerman and how he was just like a doomsday prepper, and that's how they made it so long.
Absolutely.
Can I come live with you?
Such and such Clover Street, whatever, with Dan Connor. Hell yeah. I would definitely do that. If I had the money, I would definitely build a bunker. Absolutely. No, nobody can come in.
Oh.
I mean, I want at least one person. Or at least one other person.
We can keep recording.
No, but it needs to be a man.
Oh.
Yeah. I need a man. For strength and other things.
Yeah. Not to get specific.
But I can't have 3 people because then the 2 people could overpower me. So no. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. It's a numbers game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I watched that. I started watching Daisy Jones and the Six on Amazon Prime because I read that book a long time ago. I really liked it. And anything else? I'm rewatching Shadow and Bone because that's the new season's about to drop. Mm-hmm. You probably don't care about that show.
No, it's not that I don't care. I'm not watching it, but no,
it's
good.
You're
talking about what you're watching.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Absolutely. And anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I'm trying to think. And 5, 6, 7, 8. I started watching. Oh, my love of my life, Lawrence J. Ellis is in a new movie on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Did you ever watch Community?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Okay.
He's on it. He's like in a romantic movie that I haven't finished, but he looks great in it, so of course I'm watching it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Cool.
Your turn.
I have been watching, of course, The Last of Us as well. I've been rewatching Living Single as well as the Miss Pat show. I keep letting it run.
Get her streams up.
Oh, absolutely. That's what she said. She said she went on her social media and she was like, people were asking about the 10th episode because there's a 10th episode that's floating out there, but I guess they released it on accident. And so people keep asking her in the comments every time she posts something that's unrelated to the show. And people are just like, hey, I can't watch episode 10, as if she controls the goddamn network. And so she made a post. She was like, I'm addressing the elephant in the room. Stop asking me about that goddamn 10th episode. I'm sick of y'all fucking asking me about it. You're not going to get it. And when you get it, you're going to get it, goddamn it. So anyway, but I still been watching that because it's hilarious. And then I started watching the movie Luther on Netflix, which you told me was a series, a BBC series.
Yeah, it was a long-running series.
With Idris Elba. It's not great so far. Cynthia Rovo is in that. I want my 2 hours back in my life. But anyway.
I think the show, it's one of those things, I think this is a cash grab because supposedly, I only watched the first season of the show, but the show is supposed to be really good.
I just, I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm just saying I didn't like it.
It's got 88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's pretty low.
No, on Rotten Tomatoes, that's high.
No, 90s and above. That's all we watch on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't watch anything below 90.
Jesus, what do you watch? The Miss Pat Show.
That's right. Absolutely. And Woman King. I keep rewatching that because anytime I'm feeling down, I just rewatch Woman King.
When I went to get my nails done the last time, I was talking to my nail lady, girl, tech, whatever, and she had these like pointed ass nails. And I was like, girl, she's like, girl, I watch Woman King.
Izoki. I
said we love to see it.
And she
yeah. And I was like, don't do that to me. I have patient care, but I wish.
Yeah. I don't want stilettos though. I don't like
stiletto pumps in the club.
Yeah. And then also too, I haven't watched it because I don't think he's funny. And not because of the whole Will Smith thing, but Chris Rock, his special came out, people were talking about it. I think people have mixed emotions about it because people are just like, oh, just get over it. First of all, if somebody slapped me on national TV, I personally would not get over it. I would get my lick back. That's number one.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Well, I think he's not getting his lick back at all because some of the things that I have seen from
his money is what he's getting.
He's already got his money, but I just feel like I would have loved for him to, number one, just talk about the person who slapped the shit out of you, which was Will. And to me, I only like fast forwarded to that segment. He legit talked about Jada Pinkett Smith way more than he talked about Will Smith, which to me is very anti-black, and it shows that you hate black women, and I just didn't like that at all. I personally never thought Chris Rock was ever funny. I don't like him as a comedian. I've never thought he was funny. Have you seen
Madagascar?
That's the only part he's ever been funny in.
Pretty good.
His voice is iconic, but he's not my cup of tea as far as comedy. I don't think he's funny at all. And I felt like the fact that Jada Pinkett Smith did not slap you in the face and you were calling her all kind of bitches and shit, which is fine. You can call people whatever the fuck you want to. Keep that same energy for the man that slapped you in your face, not for the woman. Keep it for the black man that slapped you. But I just felt like he sat there and he vented the whole time. I never want to come to a comedy show and pay for you to fucking vent.
To bitch.
Like, I come here to hear you to be entertained and to laugh. I don't want to hear about your drama.
2 or 3 little cheeky jokes would have been appropriate.
Yes.
I think so too. It was a big thing. It's a cash grab that it happened to you. Yep. You deserve to make some money off of it.
And I'm like, they should have put that shit on Netflix.
I'm not here because Will Smith slapped you.
Yeah.
Like, make another joke. Also, like, I'm thinking if I was a comedian, I'd be like, okay, we got to get over it. Like, let's fucking move on.
I mean, the thing is, like, even if you look at Dave Chappelle, obviously not comparing the two because they cannot be compared because Dave Chappelle is a way better comedian. Anyway, in my personal opinion, the way that Dave Chappelle was able to make his backlash from the LGBTQ plus community into comedy, that's what Chris Rock should have did. Because Dave Chappelle gave truth, gave honesty, but he also hit you with the jokes right away. Mm-hmm. Chris Rock was up there just like, and she's just a fucking bitch. And I'm like, you need therapy, dude. Like, again, if you're going to call anybody a bitch, let it be Will Smith. He's the one that slapped you. But all of this aggression toward a black woman, when you have 2 black daughters, dude, this lady didn't do shit to you. As us, the consumer, we don't know all the story. All I'm saying is what it appears to be is that this lady has not done anything to you and you just keep coming for her neck. Keep the same energy for the man. Because your ass is anti-black and I don't like Chris Rock, period. That's it.
You heard it here first.
He's never been funny to me. That's why I didn't watch Everybody Hates Chris. Well, I watched
Everybody Hates. Okay, I really liked it for. No, I like. Who do we like from Abbott Elementary? That motherfucker.
Gregory.
Yes. What is his name?
Oh, shit.
From
Tyler James.
Yes.
Tyler James. Something.
TJ. I watched it. He was great in that show.
He was, but I only watched it for Tashina Arnold because she was funny. And actually, also Terry Crews was funny.
Terry Crews listen, this funny. Is not a Terry Crews podcast.
It is not, because he's whack as fuck now.
But in that specific role,
he was good.
He did a good job.
Him and Tashina Arnold had really good chemistry.
That was just that felt like a realistic relationship.
It did. It really did.
I enjoyed
Definitely.
that. Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I've been watching. Anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here? Sorry.
I'm sorry. Before we what?
I almost choked, but it's fine now.
If you have a medical emergency on this podcast while we're recording,
God got me. I'm good. There was a respiratory therapist real quick in a rehab corner that was arrested for giving...
A respiratory therapist that
got arrested for allegedly killing a few people and giving the wrong medication through ventilators. So for people who have family members or who are navigating through the healthcare system right now, I know it's a bit fickle and I know that it is very scary to navigate through that, but just please try your best to have an advocate. If you know somebody that's in the medical field, always ask a bunch of questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions and ask them to explain everything they're doing, everything that they're giving to you. When you're in the hospital, you have to advocate for yourself. You have to advocate for your family members when they can't do it for themselves. So y'all stay safe out there and all that good stuff. Anything else we talk about?
One, y'all are some sick fucks. Who is going around killing people ventilated in a hospital? There is something wrong with you. Check on your children. Two, love that we're going to ask questions to medical professionals when our family's in the hospital. Stop coming up to me
I knew that was
because you're in fucking nursing school or you've looked at a PT fucking syllabus once with 800 fucking questions. Don't do that. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Respectfully. I'm tired and trying to do my job and getting your fucking grandmother up and out of here. She's fine. That's why we're discharging her. You weren't here all goddamn week. No one cared about the questions then. Now on the last day of her stay, when she's already getting the boot out of the fucking hospital, you have 1,000,001 questions. Not how this works. Leave me alone. Thank you.
I just hate when family members are asking you questions that are not in your scope of practice. So,
dude, the best is about
did they get their
imaging.
meds today? And I'm like, I'm physical therapy. Yeah, I know, but do you know if she got her Ativan today? I'm physical therapy.
Yo, speaking of this, I have a patient who has A, COVID, which annoys me because I have to wear a fucking N95. B, watershed infarcts. Which to everybody else means he stroked fucking everywhere. That shit just fireworked. Which is hard because usually if you have a stroke in one area, you can pinpoint and kind of predict what deficits someone will have if it's, functional or more cognitive, whatever.
Yeah.
When the shit goes everywhere,
so are your deficits.
You're kind of just working with what you got.
Yeah.
So this man is like, first of all, I don't know what it is with men, but when you have strokes that affect your cognition, you just baseline to wanting to play with your junk. Hand in the junk, hand in the crotch.
Very true.
What is that?
I think it's your primitive reflex.
I don't care. It's fucking gross and it grosses me out. Stop doing it.
Because it's just there.
I guess. I never see women playing with their tits,
They don't. But men naturally play with themselves anyway without strokes.
Y'all always want to put your hands in your but
if I were a guy and if I had a penis, I'd probably do the same thing. It's just hanging.
Ugh.
I mean, you would hope. You would hope it's hanging.
Then you know what my job is? To work with your goddamn hands.
Stop that.
So I'm like, I have to work with your hands.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't know if he's coming or going, and I think he was like a jokester before, so he's making all these jokes, and I'm like, it's not funny. Can you fucking focus? Come on, focus.
He can't. He
can't because he has strokes. So I'm like, God, trying to get it together. I'm trying to I need someone to help me with him. It's already been a rough session. He looks at me. He's upset. He's frustrated. He's getting agitated. He looks. He goes, well, I call one of the PCAs in there. He goes, well, you're way prettier than her. Why did you call her in here?
Oh, Jesus.
You know how awkward that is? It's very fucking awkward.
People with strokes have they say the most inappropriate things, and you just stand there like, yep, your stroke is taking over.
Yeah. Then the family member is like, because I said, oh, well, I think the nurse mentioned that he's 5, 6, 7, refusing his meds. Mm-hmm. She's like, well, how can he refuse his meds? He doesn't know what's going on. And I was like, listen,
he has autonomy.
That just doesn't sound like my personal scope of practice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ask me 75 questions about how they're giving. I don't know.
We're not nurses.
I'm here to make sure his hands open and close and then he can dress himself and brush his teeth.
And take a bath.
And we're not there because his hands are covered in shit and ball hair.
But you know what? I do appreciate honestly, those family members who do ask questions, even if they're directed at the wrong person who's not in that scope of practice. But I at least appreciate that, because I always tell patient family members, I'm like, listen, these are great questions, not applicable to me, but they're great questions.
Write them down.
So write them down, and when the doctor comes in, don't let them rush out of the room. You sit down and you ask all those questions. Or guess what? The nurse is sitting right there catching up on some charting. Go bother her, so I can do my treatment and get out. Divert. That's it. Just divert.
But it's been a rough week. Do you know how those patients just mentally exhaust you? Yes. Because it's like working with a toddler. Like they're with a grown-up body. Yeah, a grown-up body, but he doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, strokes are hard, and some patients, sometimes when you're just mentally exhausted already on top of it, and we're human. Like, people think that healthcare professionals can't have off days. Like, yes, we have people's lives in our hands, but we have the right to have an off day where we just don't want to be bothered. Like, you don't go into your job every day wanting to actually be there. So give healthcare providers some grace too. Like, there's a lot of shit that healthcare providers are dealing with and healthcare practitioners are dealing with. And sometimes we just don't want to be at work and we don't want to deal with y'all. That's it. It don't mean it don't mean we're gonna smother you with a pillow. Don't mean we're gonna give you the wrong meds and no shit like that.
Put your meds in your ventilator.
Exactly. We're gonna still give you, a standard of care 100%, but we just don't want to that day. But we're gonna do it.
I may not have a smile on my face, but I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability.
It's just like the person who goes to the drive-thru and you're just like, well, if you ain't want to work here, why you fill out the application? Bitch, I'm just having an off day today. Like, goddamn, here's your raggedy ass fries.
Yeah.
Shit. But yeah, anyway, anything else we need to talk about before we get out of here?
No, that just really, I feel better now.
You got it out?
I got it out.
You need to vent.
It's just so hard to be so annoyed with someone who has no control over their situation. That is so frustrating.
You've seen me at my worst, where I'm just like, I'm done.
I have seen you. But when you walk in there and you're like, what is it? Tell me. What's going on?
And then I tell a doctor, I've had it. I'm done. I'm signing off.
Dude.
Somebody else is going to take over.
It's frustrating.
And they're just like, what do you mean? But then, and the crazy part is, as soon as you give them to somebody else, they start to cooperate for you, even though you're no longer seeing them. And then you see them in the hall and they're just like, hey, my favorite PT. Fuck you, Mr. Johnson. You've been pissing me off for 2 weeks.
Someone showed me a TikTok the other day and it was like this patient and it was like speech walking in and them flicking him off, and OT walking in and them saying no, and then PT walks in and they're in the hallway walking with the walker standby.
Exactly.
So I was like, yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, once I reach a ceiling with patients, then they're just like, oh my God, that's my favorite PT. I love her. And I'm just like,
once you show them that you don't fuck with them anymore, they're like, we love you.
Exactly.
Or like the patient who doesn't do anything with you, you have all these issues, you can't get through to them. The next person they see, they're like up around walking. Absolutely. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, good for you, happy.
And then they keep updating you on their progress. Look, I can walk now.
You're like, listen, I gave you that patient because I mentally don't have the bandwidth anymore. Yeah. So you can keep all that to yourself. I'm very happy they're doing well.
Yeah.
I do not care about that anymore.
I just loosen the jar, that's it. But I don't want to hear any of their progress.
Dude, it always is. You loosen the jar, and the next person that sees them, they're like doing handstands.
They're like, what? You were having issues with him? I love this patient. I know. Fuck you and that patient.
Oh, you didn't play Mozart? He loves Mozart.
It's just like, he wouldn't even open his eyes for me. What are you talking about?
He swatted at me every time I went in the room.
And the crazy part is patients are like, I did that to you? Yes.
I don't even remember that. That's so crazy.
I know. It's the worst, but it's a love-hate relationship with healthcare. It just is.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It paid the bills.
It's trying. Anyway.
No, I don't think so.
We're giving y'all a little bit more today just because we're gonna skip an episode. Not obviously today because it's coming out, but next week we'll skip an episode.
Hitting the road.
No, we're not hitting the road. We're just taking a break.
We're taking a break.
She doesn't even know what's going on. We're not hitting the road. We will still be here.
Doing some things, and we're just taking a break. You're not invited.
We're just taking a little break. That's all. But other than that, yeah, y'all have a great week on purpose, man.
Yeah,
have a great week on purpose.
Embrace yourself and the people around you.
Absolutely.
And spread love.
Spread light.
And don't forget to laugh your face off.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I'm so done. Oh, we gotta do it. Did you guys enjoy this episode? If so, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, including
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. New episodes are released every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.